Thank you for tuning into the latest NBA updates. Here's a recap of games. In a thrilling matchup, Zion Williamson led the New Orleans Pelicans to their third consecutive win with a double-double performance of 23 points and 12 rebounds, supported by Naji Marshall's 19 points, securing a 103-95 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers. The Washington Wizards snapped their 16-game losing streak by defeating the Charlotte Hornets 112-100, fueled by Kyle Kuzma's 28 points and Deni Avdija's 18 points. Darius Garland's 34 points and Jarrett Allen's double-double of 33 points and 18 rebounds propelled the Cleveland Cavaliers to a 113-104 overtime win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The New York Knicks dominated the Orlando Magic with a 98-74 victory, led by Jalen Brunson's 26 points and Josh Hart's 19 points. DeJounte Murray's 41 points and Bogdan Bogdanovic's 16 points guided the Atlanta Hawks to their third straight win, defeating the Memphis Grizzlies 99-92. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 37 points and Jalen Williams' 15 points powered the Oklahoma City Thunder to a 107-100 win over the Miami Heat, securing the top spot in the Western Conference standings. The Houston Rockets ended their two-game losing streak with a 123-107 victory over the Portland Trail Blazers, fueled by Jalen Green's 27 points and Alperen Sengun's 19 points. D'Angelo Russell's 44 points and Anthony Davis' double-double of 22 points and 13 rebounds lifted the Los Angeles Lakers to a narrow 123-122 win against the Milwaukee Bucks. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics continue to dominate the standings, boasting a commanding record of 48 wins and 14 losses. Trailing closely behind are the Cleveland Cavaliers and Milwaukee Bucks, both with 41 wins each, while the New York Knicks and Orlando Magic round out the top five with 37 wins apiece. The Miami Heat and Philadelphia 76ers find themselves in a tight race, both with 35 wins, followed by the Indiana Pacers and Chicago Bulls to complete the top 8 teams vying for playoff positions. Meanwhile, in the lower half of the Eastern Conference standings, the Atlanta Hawks have been steadily climbing with 29 wins, accompanied by the Brooklyn Nets and Toronto Raptors with 25 and 23 wins respectively. The Charlotte Hornets and Detroit Pistons continue to struggle with only 15 and 10 wins respectively, while the Washington Wizards show signs of improvement with 10 wins but remain at the bottom of the standings. In the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder stand tall at the top of the standings, boasting an impressive record of 44 wins and 19 losses. Close on their heels are the Minnesota Timberwolves, trailing by just one game with 44 wins and 20 losses, while the Denver Nuggets maintain a solid position with 43 wins. The Los Angeles Clippers hold steady with 40 wins, securing their place in the playoff race, and the New Orleans Pelicans continue to impress with 38 wins. Further down the standings, the Phoenix Suns and Sacramento Kings are locked in a competitive battle, both with 37 wins each, followed closely by the Dallas Mavericks and Los Angeles Lakers with 35 wins apiece. The Golden State Warriors find themselves just behind with 33 wins, while the Utah Jazz and Houston Rockets aim to climb higher with 28 wins each. The Memphis Grizzlies and Portland Trail Blazers face challenges with 22 and 17 wins respectively, while the San Antonio Spurs lag behind with only 13 wins, rounding out the Western Conference standings. Here's the schedule for tomorrow's games. LA Clippers versus Chicago Bulls, Detroit Pistons versus Dallas Mavericks, Charlotte Hornets versus Brooklyn Nets, Phoenix Suns versus Boston Celtics, Golden State Warriors versus San Antonio Spurs, Denver Nuggets versus Utah Jazz, Portland Trail Blazers versus Toronto Raptors.